Welcome back to USA Club National Sevens from Starfire Stadium, as we have the Chicago Lions and the Boston Bells. The Lions have kicked off, Bells in their own half, recycle at the ruck. They get the ball out wide, pass goes to hand, take it up on the outside. As they continue to move the ball down the line. Strong pressure from the Lions, but the Bells recycle possession again. She picks down the short side, getting to the halfway line, but a strong tackle from the Lions again. So far, no way in for the Bells, but they spread the ball out wide. Potential forward pass. Referee spots it. Scrum to Lions. That's a strong defensive set there, Abby, for the Lions to start this game.
Just a little unforced error from Boston, just pushing it that one too many times, potentially just setting that ruck. They have had possession, but like you said, strong work from Chicago to get that ball back from Boston, who have looked pretty strong over the course of this weekend. And this, ladies and gentlemen, is the Women's Bowl final, whoever comes out the victor of this match. And it's Chicago with the set piece. A mini break. They have numbers wide. If they can just fan out, ball in two hands, try the overs pass, and great run with the loop. See if she can make it into the try zone. Tackle is made, but too little, too late, and that is Chicago who score first in our matchup.
Lovely bit of work down the outside from Chicago Lions to score that game try. We believe number 4 for the Lions, as we have on our records, Rose Di Balsamo, excuse my enunciation. But that's a great first try for the Lions, Abby. And in this match of sevens, you don't have much time to miss opportunities. And when a team is clinical, the first real sort of attacking set they get, you know, what does a defensive side like Boston Bells have to think about now as they get ready to receive this kickoff?
Switching to control this possession and then not forcing any extra passes, taking their time, building pressure, forcing Chicago to defend, as we see Chicago on that replay just scoring that first try as Chicago look to kick off. And it's Boston. Great kick, great height under it, but Jenny Kronish able to snag that. Chicago pinged for not rolling away, and Boston go quick. A bit of footwork, not deceiving that Chicago defender. They are quick off the mark. Tackle is made, and again, just that one extra pass. Chicago able to come up with that, but then great work in the breakdown. Boston recover.
Really good turnover from Paige Stathopoulos there at the breakdown, number 20. Just struck at the exact time, that disconnect between tackler and arriving clear out.
We're seeing that common theme from Boston so far. They're able to get the ball back and have possession, but forcing that extra pass and then causing some errors and turning that ball back over. They got lucky in that breakdown with that strong turnover, as you mentioned, from Paige.
If you were them here, Abby, what would you do? You have the penalty. Do you tap and go? Do you take the line out? Do you take the scrum?
Depending how your lineouts were going throughout the course of the weekend, if that's a strong set piece for you, I think it's a great option to just get a little more territory, move down the field a bit. Otherwise, just setting up your penalty play. As we see, Medical helping a Boston player off the pitch, hopefully nothing too serious, but it will be Boston ball just inside Chicago's half.
Boston, they tap and they play. Scrappy ball, but they get it away from the breakdown. The pass out wide does not go to hand. Referee says play on, no forward pass, it bounced forward. Penalty for holding on the floor. No clear release as she tried to get up and go again. And the Lions strike with the tap. They have numbers on the left-hand side, but they choose to go down the right. Lions recycling the ball well. Pressure at the ruck from Boston. but they continue to hold on to the ball. That could be a turnover there, and the referee deems so. Strong work at the breakdown again from Boston as they take the tap in front of the mark, and they're pulled back here, Abby.
A common thing we've seen there, taking that ball, you just get so eager and you want to go. You know the team against you, it has to retreat those 10 meters. So it's a great opportunity to exploit, but referees really sticklers for that penalty marker. And here time is off. Unclear what is happening on the far side of the pitch.
Some sort of strapping, I believe.
Contact.
Ooh.
As
shows
people
what I
with purple, perfect vision here, we just don't know.
I need my contacts. It sounds more like it. This, I might have to get checked out myself.
And here we have Boston going for that lineup. Great kick. Does it stay in? Bounces in, but really great kick coming from Boston. A lot of territory gained, and it will be their line out, really close to Chicago's try line.
That was number 8, Jenny Kronish, with the big kick, which got them easy yards. She takes the line out. Referee says not straight. And just like that, you go from a perfect attacking platform to now kicking yourself as you're defending a scrum.
Giving that ball up, definitely not what Boston was after. However, I think another great opportunity for them to get this ball back. Great defensive set here, pushing Chicago. They're deep in their own half. You see most of their back line is actually in the try zone. So I think if Boston can apply some pressure, maybe force an error. As we see here, Scrappy already, loose ball. Chicago able to maintain. Ref calls a little knock on from Boston, I believe, in the tackle.
And unfortunately for Boston, the scrum again goes to Chicago. Boston have been very, very good at the defensive breakdown here. 2 turnovers already. They'll see if they can do the same by pressuring the Lions down here. Lions get it away from the scrum. They ship it, they look to kick, it's charged down, regathered by the Lions. Just in front of the line, and it's a penalty for off feet against the Chicago Lions. And Boston tap, referee again saying not from the mark, brought back.
Always a bit of frustration as a player, wanting to go quickly, but Boston take it back, and they have the ball going wide, but a bit of footwork put on by Boston. They're able to maintain, they're so close. Can she dot that down? I believe she does. Believe that was Genevieve Quirion. Waiting to see the kick. Conversion to come as the first half comes to a close. And that brings it to a tie now, 5-5. Conversion is good, so Boston take the first lead here, 7-5. Here's one more look. Just a strong carry from the ruck into the first hands, beelines it for the try zone.
Very hard to stop from that range as Boston look to kick off again. Fortunately, it doesn't go 10.
Great opportunity here for Chicago to get one more try in before the halftime. They'll want to go in with that lead. Looks to switch fields. Support is there. Overshoots it a bit. Ref says play on. Ball is out. Boston with the ball. Great tackle made by Chicago. They're able to secure that ruck. We see Chicago looking to disrupt it. In from the side for Chicago, so they must retreat 10. Boston quick tap. Unlucky, ball just too far in front, and that is thrown into touch, and that will bring us to halftime. We have Boston Bells with 7, Chicago Lions 5.
Big thank you to everyone watching on the Rugby Network. And a reminder, the 2021 US National Rugby Sevens Championship would like to thank our presenting sponsor, the Washington Athletic Club. Founded in 1930, the Washington Athletic Club, the official athletic club of this year's national championship, is a private social and athletic club located in downtown Seattle. The WAC includes 5 floors of athletic and fitness facilities, including a 25-yard pool, full-size basketball court, running track, handball and racquetball courts, plus Pilates and yoga studios. The 2021 US National Rugby Sevens Championship would like to thank our official apparel sponsor, The Rugby Shop. The Rugby Shop is your one-stop shop for everything rugby. Get made-to-order teamwear from leading brands like Canterbury, Adidas, Paladin, and more. Take the hassle out of ordering by setting up online stores or utilizing fundraising options. Gear, equipment, team solutions, The Rugby Shop has everything you need. Grassroots to elite. Further thanks to the generous support of the Rugby Shop, all Cup champions at this year's National Championship event will receive a complimentary set of kit. Visit www.therugbyshop.com today.
And we are back for the second half here in our bowl final for the women. That's Boston Bells kicking off to the Chicago Lions. Sean Carey into contact. However, Boston able to get that turnover. She releases and is able to go again. Boston secure that ruck. They have people set up. Ooh, a little bit of footwork, comes back inside. She has support from her teammates. Great little line break from Boston. Let's see if they can move that ball to the left. Just a little punch and give. Got the ball in the winger's hands. She cuts back inside, and that is another try for Boston to extend their lead to 12-5.
Lovely work from Boston there as they look to make the conversion. Try scored by Harkavy. As she misses the conversion to convert her own try. Boston lead this one 12-5 in the second half as they're about to kick off to the Chicago Lions.
Try scorer kicks off, short contestable kick. Oh, just in front of the 10, unfortunately. And as we see Jenny Kronish throw that ball away for the free kick, she will get sent to the sin bin. That's 2 minutes. She will be off the pitch. As we see Chicago Lions getting to that mark quickly, trying to exploit that one-man overlap they'll have for the next 2 minutes. Messy breakdown scene here, and just a little knock on. It's going to be a scrum down to Boston.
Strong work there from Boston. Started with a good tackle and then a strong counter ruck. Made it very scrappy there. And they get the reward with the scrum. Boston leading here 12-5, but they are down a player with a yellow card at the moment.
As you see, Boston only having 2 backs out there. 1 short, and Chicago able to recover, and it goes right back to Boston. However, the ref pings Boston for coming in from the side. Chicago looked to move it quickly. They should have the overload, having an extra man on the pitch. She cuts back inside. She has 2 players out to her left. It's a 2v1 down that left-hand side. Great tackle made by Boston. They're able to maintain possession. Boston doing a great job defensively. A little loop pass over the top, taken down. Really working that Boston defensive line. Just need a little punch and give. She creates a little separation, but just not enough to get there. And the penalty goes against Chicago. So Boston ball, they may look to slow things down here, eat away at that sin bin clock ticking away.
Big moment there as a chance goes begging to tie the game. Boston kick to touch, back to full numbers of 7 as Kronish come back on the field from a 2-minute break. Let's see what Boston can launch from this platform.
Back to 77, like you said, it's Boston line out. They go in. Ball goes back for Boston. However, Chicago able to pick up that loose ball. They're now on the attack going into Boston's 22. Great tackle made by Boston's winger. Chicago with the carry up the middle, trying to pull in a few defenders. Referee deems tackler does not roll away, so Chicago tap and go quickly. She has support there if they can maintain this ruck, get that ball out. She decided to go to the short side, only one Chicago Lion there. They have their back line stacked on the left. Goes for the overs ball. And Chicago into the try zone, bringing us within 2 points. That's Chicago 10, Boston 12.
Big moment for Chicago there with the try as they have a kick to try to tie things up.
And we saw Boston just having to work all that extra time while the yellow card. I think that comes into play. They're a little fatigued. And then they got their full complement back to 7, however, unable to stop. And the conversion is no good, so the tie game is elusive. However, 10-12 with Boston in the lead. So you see that try one more time. And I believe that is Kathleen Murphy who dotted it down in the corner.
12-10 here. Boston leads as the Lions kick off. Didn't go 10, referee deems. And they'll have a tap in the center.
Boston's ball. This is Jenny Kronish with ball in hand. She's been instrumental for them. She taps, gives it off to the switch, has a short line runner, doesn't give it. Unlucky with the knock on, ball is loose. Ref calls it back saying there was a double knock, so it will be Chicago's scrum. Close to that left-hand flank. They should have their whole back line out with heaps of space, seeing if they can exploit this Boston D.
Time looks to be ticking away here as our stadium clock goes dead. This could be the last chance for the Chicago Lions to rescue this game.
Chicago ball, so they don't need to force it right away. As long as they can maintain possession and get the 50 meters down to the try zone, they could end up winning this match. Scrum is very messy. Boston dive on it. Penalty against Boston, playing the ball from the ground. Chicago still have a chance. They get the ball to the edge. Messy ball, but she's able to hold on to it. Tackle made by Boston. There is space out wide. They are really tight. Boston make the tackle. Chicago still trucking, and Boston have won the turnover. I believe time is up, so if they tap it and kick it out, that will be game over. Chicago retreating the 10 meters, hoping this ball stays into touch. She taps, kicks the ball dead, and that leads us to Boston winning the bowl final here in Seattle, 12-10 the scoreline. Well done to Boston, and stay tuned for